welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. Today I have my monthly haul to share with you all. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit bigger than it probably should be, but I picked up a few things, more than a few things. I picked up some things. So I have some books to go over with you guys. I have some houseware stuff and then just some other random goodies. So we're going to start with the one diamond painting adjacent item that I picked up, and that is a 4x6 photo album. So I found this really cute tulip one, and the little tulips are like little hearts. I will link everything that I can link, probably outside of the books. I don't know that you guys want me to link my books, but everything else I will link in. Maybe I'll make an April monthly haul like folder on my Amazon storefront in case there are any of these items that you want to pick up. But I picked this one up for my mini dazzles. So I finished my first set of mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club in April, and I was like, what the heck am I going to do with them? And I decided to grab an album. I know this is not an original idea. I'm sure many people use the photo albums for this purpose. So I just searched 4x6 photo album on Amazon, and I picked the first cute one that I saw, and that was this tulip one. So, oops, that's the wrong way, Laura. I'm gonna put these in, and now I will have a spot to store all of my mini dazzles. I do have my months of the year set that I'm working on, but I'm not going to put that in until I complete the set, so I won't put that in until the end of the year. But I do also have the summer set, so that means once I finish that one, I will have a spot to keep them. So let's get all these in here. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but they do fit once you get them in. I think it's more because this is like the beginning of the album, so it's not laying very flat. So I think that's why I'm struggling a little bit, but they do fit perfectly once you get them in there. Come on. All right, perfect. So now all of my mini dazzles will have a home, and they fit perfectly, and the little album is very cute. So I got this off of Amazon. Like I said, I will link that down below. I think I will tackle books next. If you've been around my monthly hauls, it's something I started this year. I initially started them as just book hauls, but I decided to expand them last month, and that seems to have gone over pretty well. So let's tackle the books. So let's do new releases first. So the first one that I got here is I think this is the final book in the Honey Mountain series. This is by Laura Pavlov. I have been collecting these on release day so that I could get the sprayed edges versions. This is a book that's been out. I want to say I've read 3 books in the series, but the author was picked up by a traditional publisher, so they have changed the covers, and the first run of the book has come with these really pretty sprayed edges. So I think I can make a mountainscape out of all of them now. Actually, let me go grab the other one so I can show it to you guys. As I was grabbing the other books in the series, I think I actually lied to you. Sorry. I think actually the last book comes out in May. I think it comes out in a couple of days. So it actually, do I have them in the wrong order? Shoot. I might have them in the wrong order. I think it goes Always Mine. Whose book is this? Yes, okay. I think it goes Always Mine, Make You Mine. Is that right? I feel like I have the order wrong. I feel like maybe it goes this way. Could I look it up? Sure. But why would I when I could just do this? Okay, I think that's the correct order. That looks right. Right? I think that's the right order. So the final book comes out at the beginning of May, and I will be able to slot that in right at the end, and it'll make a really pretty mountain scene. So that is the first book that I picked up. Next up, obviously these are all new releases. I'm not going to say another new release. I do that every month. I also picked up Just Say Yes by Lena Hendricks. This is the final book in the King family series. When I talked to you guys about the books that I read in April, I called this the Sullivan series. I misspoke. The Sullivan series is the companion series to this one. The Sullivans came first, and then it was the rival family, the Kings. So they are two connected series, and I'm really sad that they're over, but this is the final book. I did read this one in April. I really liked it, and I love the covers that the author chose for this series. They're so pretty. If you saw my calendar video where we did the Diamond Art Club calendar, it was a bike, so perfect match to that one. So we have Just Say Yes. This was also a book that came out right at the end of April. I have not read this one yet. This is On Midnight Shores by Julie Olivia. This is book 3 in her Never Harbor series. The first book in this series is a Peter Pan retelling, and it was cute. I liked it. I liked the second book. It wasn't my favorite. Was it? Did I like book 2? I actually might have liked book 2 more than book 1 now that I'm thinking about it. So this is one of their brothers, Rafi. I don't know anything about this one. I actually didn't realize book 3 was coming out. I had seen it on Instagram, and I just went and I ordered it because I knew that I had the series. I was up to date, so I wanted to stay current. So On Midnight Shores by Julie Olivia. Another book that came out in April that I did read in April is The Persistence of Thorns by Macaulay Smeltzer. This is a companion book to her Wildflower duet, which is one of my absolute favorite set of books. Like, those two books are so good. They are gut-wrenching at times, and I had like a visceral reaction to that series. So when I saw that this book was coming out, which I also did not realize that this one was coming out, it popped up randomly on my Instagram feed, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not know? If you have read the initial, like the first part of the series, this follows Caleb. So if you know who Caleb is from the Wildflower duet, that is who this book is about. It was very good. I liked it quite a bit. I'm actually going to keep the ones that I've read off to the side because I like to give you guys a little bit of a a rundown. Next up, we have Obsessively Yours. This is book 2 in the Fae Kings of Eden series by Jamie Applegate Hunter. The first book and this book are on my TBR for May. I'm very excited. I do have the audiobook for book 1. I don't think the audio has come out for this one yet, but I do believe these are on Kindle Unlimited, which reminds me, Kindle Unlimited. Everything I have shown so far is available on Kindle Unlimited, at least in the United States, if you are interested, if you have that subscription. I read Wild and Wrangled in April as well. This is the final book in the Blue Rebel Ranch series. I liked this one quite a bit. I'm very sad that this series is over. This one is not on Kindle Unlimited, but her paperbacks are pretty affordable if you were looking to find a cowboy romance series. This one is pretty good. I did not like book 2, but I really liked 1, 3, and 4. Book 3 was my favorite of the series. This one is a second chance romance. The female main character is left at the altar, and her ex kind of like rescues her from her family trying to figure out what happened. So Wild and Wrangled was very good. Also a release in April that I have read is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. This is the final book in the Powerless trilogy. This is a fantasy romance. Is it fantasy? Would you consider this to be fantasy? Maybe it's not fantasy. I'm trying to... Oh, yeah. This is a fantasy romance. The main female character, Peyton, is an ordinary, and you have followed her through some trials that she has done, and book 2 ended on a cliffhanger, and you pick right up from book 2. And this one was very good. I liked this one a lot more than book 2, but something happened that I was like, did we really need this? Like, did they need to do this? Did the author need to do this to a certain character? But very good, much better than book 2 in my opinion. This one is the Barnes & Noble exclusive. I don't know why, but I ended up picking the first one up in the Barnes & Noble, so mine are a different color than the regular editions. I would like to pick them up at some point in the paperbacks because I like the colors of the regular versions. I do like the colors of the Barnes & Noble edition as well, but the regular colors that the author chose or the publisher chose are very nice as well. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm kind of trying to move away from Barnes & Noble because their pre-order system is so bad. So I don't know. I'm glad this series is over. I will continue to collect the Barnes & Noble editions of series that I'm in the middle of, that I have like started with Barnes & Noble, but going forward, I don't know if I'm going to pick up their specific covers. We'll see. I say that now, and then in 2 months, I'll probably be showing you a Barnes & Noble edition. Then we have Sweet Obsession by Katie Robert. I read this one as well in the month of April. This is like book 9, I think, in her, is it Dark Olympus? I think it's called the Dark Olympus series. I am current, I'm up to date. I have read every book in the series. This is another kind of fantasy romance. It is a modern day retelling of some of the Greek gods. I don't know very much about Greek mythology. This book follows Icarus and Poseidon. So if you're into that, check it out. It's a cool series. It is a dark romance, so keep that in mind. But it's a fun series nonetheless. And then the final new release for April is In Good Company by Kat Singleton. I read this one as well. I liked this one quite a bit. This is book 1 in a new series for her. I think it's the Pembroke Hills series. I think so. The back says Pembroke Hills Country Club, so I think that it is that. I think the series is called Pembroke Hills. This one follows a billionaire and his private chef who just happens to be his brother's ex-girlfriend. So that's the second version of brother's ex-girlfriend that this author has written, and it's fine. I liked it. This one was cute though. I would say if you're looking for like a summer read, this one takes place in the Hamptons over the summer, so it definitely gives those summery vibes. So new release wise, I read 2, 4, 6 of the 9 new releases, so that's not bad. I will accept that. And then for random books, this is book 3 in the Runaway Ranch series from Ava Hunter. This is Burn the Wild. This one actually came out in January of this year. I own the other 2 books and I had them on my TBR for May, so I did decide to pick up book 3. This is another cowboy romance series. I do not know anything about this series other than it's cowboy romance, and that just seems to be my thing right now. I didn't read the back because I don't know. I didn't want to spoil it for the first 2 books in the series, so I can't give you any details on that, but I'm excited to read that series in May. I was gifted 3 books from still a mystery person. I have no idea who sent these to me. I looked on Amazon, and these are considered, I think, women's fiction, and it is a series. So I think it goes The Secret Life of Mac, Talk to the Paw, and Mac on a Hot Tin Roof. These are by Melinda Metz. If you sent these to me, please let me know so I can say thank you. I do not know who these came from. I tried to track them. It didn't give any information, obviously. That was a little bit of a futile decision there, but they're very cute. I'm sure I will read these at some point The cat looks like Luna. So I'm wondering if that's why somebody sent these to me. So again, if you sent these to me, please let me know so I can say thank you. And then my final book purchase of April was, it was an impulse buy, but it is something that I have wanted for honestly over a year. So this is the Black Tai Billionaires series by Kat Singleton. These covers have been her signing exclusive, so you could only buy them if you went to an event and she was there. So you could purchase them through her at these author signing events. Well, on Instagram, she was like, oh, I'm putting some of these on my shop. And I was like, what? And they were on sale. They were like $15 off or something for the entire series. Now, this series from this author, the Black Tai Billionaires, has been picked up by a traditional publisher. So the covers and everything are changing. So I know she's been trying to sell out of her indie covers. I don't know if that includes this or if she just decided to put these up on her shop, but I love these covers. If you guys recall, I have purchased special editions from this author before of her Sutton Mountain series, and I have been able to purchase those as they came out. So it was much less of a damage to my wallet. I didn't want to play that game with this series. I decided to pick up the whole thing. Again, a bit of an impulse buy, but I'm so happy that I have these. So the first one is Black Ties and White Lies. These covers to me, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the grayscale. I love them so much. And they also came with a bunch of extras since I bought them from her shop. And they are all signed by the author. So we have Black Ties and White Lies. I believe he's an architect. Is he an architect in this one? It's been a while since I've read this series, I'm not gonna lie. She ends up being his assistant. This is the other book that I mentioned. This one is also Brother's Ex-Girlfriend, if you're into that trope. Book 2 is Pretty Rings and Broken Things. I think he's the architect. Yeah, I think he's the architect. And maybe she's an interior designer. I think that sounds right. Like the covers, like look at this. Oh, I love them. I can't remember if the title pages are, or the chapter pages. Yeah, it looks like there's some chapter art. It's nothing crazy. It's just kind of faded at the bottom there. And then the final book is Bright Lights and Summer Nights. This one is I think he's a football player, if I'm not mistaken. And this one actually starts, ooh, look at that. This one is where you meet the setting of the Pembroke Hills series. So that other book that I showed you from this author, this kind of introduces you to that series. So you don't have to read this one before starting the new series, but I really enjoyed this one so much. So that's that. And then for the freebies, the Manhattan Mambas is the team that the guy from book 3 plays for. I love this one. This one will be going on the back of my Kindle immediately. In my Black Tai Billionaires era, Beckham Sinclair is the character from the first book, Black Ties and White Lies. I survived five straight chapters of Spice. That happens in this book. That's kind of where she became known for her spicy scenes. So if you do not like spicy books, definitely keep that in mind. We have a Black Tai Billionaires bookmark. We have artwork of the couples. And then we have a postcard for the Pembroke Hill series. And it looks like a thank you card. So a lot of freebies for that one. I am not always able to shop directly from authors. I know that's somewhat of a hot button topic in the book community. As when I can, I will, but I do sometimes have to purchase from cheaper options, but I really, really wanted that series, so I did decide to pick it up. Okay, so that's it for books. Let's do So like some beauty things. So I have been severely slacking on my, oh, I can see Steven. He's looking at me through the window. He's mowing the lawn. I have been slacking on my nails. So I wanted to try a new set of gel nail strips. So I found these ones on Amazon. They're from the brand Hey Hey, and it's called Hey, It's Golden Hour. And these nails are so pretty. And their whole thing is they're saying that you can cure these in the sun, like you don't need an LED lamp. I personally will use my LED lamp just because I have them. So I don't want to open these because I don't want to expose them to the light before I'm ready to use them. But you size them to your nail, you apply the strips, you trim them down, and then it says you can cure them under the sunlight for a few minutes. Like I said, I will use an LED lamp, but I really liked this colorway. So I'm hoping I can do my nails this weekend and I will show you what they look like in an upcoming video, but I'm excited to try these. They were, maybe they were like $12.99. Which is cheaper than some of the other gel nail strip companies that I've used in the past. So hopefully I like them. They had really good reviews and they had a lot of cute patterns. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to give them a shot though. In the month of March, it was the Sephora sale. Now, I would say that I have really only recently, within the last like 8 months maybe, I've gotten back into shopping at Sephora. It's something that I did when I was very young, when I still lived at home. And then I quickly, I moved out on my own and I quickly realized money does not need to go to makeup. And I still feel that way. I still use a lot of cheaper brands. I love some things from Wet n Wild. I love some things from e.l.f. But there had been a company that I really wanted to try. So I did spend some money at the Sephora sale on some Tower 28 products. Now, this is not becoming a beauty channel, but I really wanted to highlight this brand because I believe they are the only makeup brand that is accepted by the National Eczema Association. Oop, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back and I have acquired a Steven.
Hello, I am the Steven.
You were very popular in your video this week.
Was I really?
Yeah. Everybody was commenting about you, how fabulous you are.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah, it should.
Thank you, everybody.
I was just talking about the stuff I bought this month.
Nice. Sorry, I was drinking.
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
Straight out of the jug.
Yeah. Knocking back a few after work on a Friday.
Yep. I don't drink, so.
Yeah, we don't drink. We're not drinkers.
I mean,
here.
so, at weddings. But
Steven,
like,
we haven't been to a wedding in years.
Yeah.
I have not had a drink of alcohol in probably since your friend's wedding that we went to.
I think I had, the last alcohol I had was like a blue raspberry vodka drink.
Yeah, it was last summer. Yeah.
I only did one. Tell you, for my size, I'm pretty much a lightweight.
I'd probably be a lightweight these days.
Yeah.
I haven't, yeah.
I mean, I'm packing on the pounds, too.
Shut up. Stop.
Well, it's, anyway.
We're on a health journey.
Health journey?
We're eating healthier, less processed.
Right. I'm going to ask my questions to the viewers, even though you said no.
Okay.
So, I don't know if anybody else has heard this, but I've heard that, like, the pollinators are, like, endangered around...
We're in New York State.
New York State, it could be the whole U.S. So what people recommend, I think there's a thing called No Mow May. Really? Where you just let your grass grow and get the dandelions, all the wildflowers and stuff.
It's like No Shave November.
Kind of, yeah. but anyway, I can't let my front go because it grows like crazy and I only have a push mower, so I got to mow that. But my backside is a little bit on the lighter side. Oh, yeah. That's
your
funny.
Backside's on the lighter side. Yeah. You just said you were packing on the back.
It doesn't go there, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm letting that grow out just to try it because I know even if it gets super long, it doesn't get thick enough to where the mower would struggle. So. Yeah. Then try it. Okay.
No mow May.
I don't know if I'll go the whole month, but because we're
supposed to get a lot of rain next week.
So. But hey, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Something that I never thought I'd be doing.
You're doing your duty for the bees.
Yeah.
Well, you're like that lady who rescues the bees, and she goes, "It's another great day of saving the bees." Have you seen her before?
I think so.
She like moves like
she gets all like the hives and stuff.
Yeah.
She finds the queen.
Yeah,
and, yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's another day of saving the bees. It's the way she says it.
I think she houses them. Like she's got her own.
She does. She has like. Is it called like an apiary? No, an apiary is that butterflies?
I forget what it's called.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Also, by the way, I got a comment on the video that you were in. I was apparently correct about it being called a black leopard, a black cheetah, or whatever I said. A black panther, whatever I said. Yeah. Apparently, I was right.
That's what I thought.
Because
I thought there
panthers
was such a
have
thing.
spots, but their fur is so dark you can't see it. So thank you
I knew that was kind of
you
the thing.
who commented that, because you made me feel very less stupid than I did. I was a little bit like... Oh,
I think I backed you up on that one. Too.
I don't remember. I thought you were like, did you just say black leopard?
Yeah, but
Isn't it a panther?
But
which is fair.
Yeah.
I guess both are correct. So
correct me if I was wrong, but yeah.
All right.
Good job, Crystal.
Good job.
Oh no, I didn't say that. We're gonna block that out.
It's fine. Now you know my last name. Don't stalk me. Somebody is though, because I still. Hey. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Luna and Marie. I almost said your last name, Luna.
Payback.
I was just telling them that I still have those 3 books. I have no idea who sent them to me.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So,
you got other stuff too.
Yeah, Luna got treats. I got cat straw toppers. Somebody is sending me presents.
I got toilet paper.
Yes. I don't think I ever told them that story.
No?
Steven got a huge box of toilet paper
and it was
in
like
December.
Charmin Ultra Soft. It was the good stuff.
Yeah. We finally went through it.
Yeah. I don't know who did that.
It's weird. Somebody loves
None of my friends will like own up to it. Yeah. It's like I got a snowmobiling group and you know, toilet paper. I have biodegradable toilet paper, if you know what I mean. So I'm thinking one of them might have sent me some as a joke, but
yeah. Weird. Weird times.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, can you take Luna?
Sorry for hijacking.
You're fine. Can you take
Bye,
Luna?
everybody.
Come on, Lynn.
She's a little tricky.
Okay, we're gonna get Luna out. I'll be right back. All right, so I think what I was saying before Steven came in is I wanted to highlight this brand because I believe they're the only makeup brand who is accepted by the National Eczema Association. I don't have eczema on my face. I do get it on my hands, but I would say I have pretty sensitive skin. And yeah, I just wanted to highlight that in case anybody has eczema on their face or sensitive skin. So I picked up the Sunny Days Broad Spectrum Tinted Sunscreen since we're moving into spring and summer. I have been using it and I like it quite a bit. I also picked up their Serum Concealer. I don't use concealer under my eyes. I don't really feel like I need to, but I do like to use it to spot conceal. I will say that I think the color matcher was a little bit off. These are a tiny bit dark for me, but because this is like such sheer coverage, I am able to just blend it in and not have an issue. But if I want to continue to use this through like the fall and winter, I'll definitely need to go a shade lighter. So in the foundation, I have La Cienega. That sounded so funny. La Cienega number 13. And then for the concealer, I have DTLA. So it's a little bit off, but I can make it work. And as I get a little bit tanner through the summer, it'll be fine. And then I did also pick up 2 of their blushes in Magic Hour and Power Hour. I'm not a makeup person. Well, I'm a makeup person, but I'm not a makeup channel. But here's the first blush. Look at me swatching things. Who do I think I am? And then this one's a bit darker, but they're pretty sheer. So once you sheer them out, they look very nice. This one I have seen a lot of people use in the summer, saying it gives like a good like sunburn type of look. So I'll definitely use that one a bit more when I get a little bit tanner. I also picked up their contour, which is the Sculptino in the shade Getty. I love the packaging. Also, the texture is weird on them because I've been putting a brush in them. So if you feel like that's a little weird, that's what it is. So here is the contour. There is one shade lighter than this, but I thought it was way too orange for me. So I did go for the second shade. I don't know. The packaging is so cool to me. And then I also got their Super Dew highlighter. I don't really love highlighter, especially like shimmer, but this is a no shimmer highlighter. I put it right here and it's just like perfect. It just gives that little like, not wet look, but just, I don't know, a little bit of highlight. So those are my beauty purchases for April. I'll go to this item next, and then I will show like the house stuff last. So I also decided to pick up a smart ring. Now, I have had my eye on, what are they called? An Aura ring for a very long time. However, they are so expensive. So this is a knockoff. I got it on Amazon. I got it on sale for like $35.99. I think regular price, it's like 50 bucks. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea. I know not everybody likes the way that they look. I have really been enjoying this. I've been using it for about a week now. I have not had to charge it. It tracks my sleep, my temperature. I do track my temperature for health things. It tracks female things. It also does blood pressure, heart rate. I'm trying to think of everything. The app unfortunately is on my phone, so I can't show it to you. But I have really been liking this. So it comes with this little box charger thing, which you plug in to give a charge, and then you can charge your ring right in the box. Hopefully you guys can see the red light in there. And then it comes with an extra charger, which fits into the ring, and a charger for the case. So I have an Apple Watch. I really like my Apple Watch, but I tend not to wear it once it starts getting really warm out because, I don't know, I just don't like the way that it fits in the summer. And I don't like the neoprene wristbands because they like stick to me. So I do have other watch bands, obviously. You guys have probably seen me wear it in my videos, but I tend to stop wearing it in the summer. So I wanted something that I knew I would want to wear. I've had my eye on an Aura ring, but spending that much on an item that I don't know if I would even like is just not a good financial decision. So for the price, this one has been really, really great. Oh, it also tracks my steps. Although I've heard that the ring tracking of steps isn't as good as like the watch version. So keep that in mind. But I like it. So if you're looking for an Aura ring alternative, or maybe you want to just try a smart ring before spending the money on the name brand, I would definitely recommend this version. It has very good reviews on Amazon. I think the silver was sold out when I was looking, but I'm very partial to gold currently. So especially in the summer, I like wearing my gold jewelry. So I think when I ordered mine, they had the gold in stock and they had the black in stock. So if you're interested in a smart ring, it's very easy to use. Also, another reason that I was kind of leaning away from the Aura ring is there is a subscription price to actually be able to use the app. This one does not have a fee associated with it. You buy the ring, the app is free, it tracks all your data, and you don't have to worry about it. So if you're interested, I will link that in the Amazon storefront. Okay, I have a couple of house things and then I promise I'm almost done. So did I need another tumbler? No. Did I buy another tumbler? Yes. Hydro Jug came out with their spring line and they came out with a hydrangea cup. Now they did have another one that I really liked. It was a wildflower pattern. It sold out. I did not get it, but I was able to get my hands on the hydrangea pattern. This is my favorite mug or cup or tumbler right now. I have always been a Stanley girl, but I found the Hydro Jugs at some point last year, and these are just so much nicer because they're spill proof. I take a big work bag to work every day, and I like that I can put this in my bag and I don't have to worry about it spilling. I could not do that with my Stanley. So these are completely waterproof. This is not carbonated this time, so when I open when I open it, it's not going to explode. But these are completely spill proof, which is fabulous. And there you go. That's the water cup that I picked up. I also decided to get some parfait cups. I guess they could be considered parfait cups. They're considered on Amazon overnight oat cups. I don't like oatmeal, but I do take a yogurt with fruit and granola every day to work. So I got a 6-pack of these. I just brought one in to show you. I think there's a purple, a pink, a blue, a gray, a green, and maybe like a tan color. They come with the spoon, which is cute. And on the inside, I did wash these, so it's a little wet still. Oh gosh, I forgot to grab hold on one second. Here it is. It comes with a 2-compartment little cup that sits inside of the mason jar. Twist your lid on. There is a seal under the lid, and there's also a seal on the little plastic cup, so everything is completely leak proof. I really like these. I used for the first time I used it today, which I'm filming on Friday. So I used it this morning. It was great. It held a really nice amount of fruit and granola. So I like these. I like that it's glass. I would really, at some point, I would like to get us completely switched over to glass containers. I know that's a bit of a, it's a bit of a splurge. But I don't know, we just have so much plasticware. I'd really like to switch us over to all glass at some point. So this is a good start. I think the glass itself is dishwasher safe. I'd probably just have to pull the plastic spoon holder off, but I can hand wash it too. Whoops. So I got to that. And then also for work snacks, I picked up these reusable snack packs. Now, I like to buy the balanced breaks from Sargento, and you guys know prices are going up on things, and I thought this would just be an easier way to get like those little convenience snack packs. So I could prep these on the weekend, and I could do like nuts and cubed cheese or carrots with ranch or something like that. And these are reusable. So I think it'll be much more cost effective. Obviously, I'm going to have to initially buy like the almonds and the cashews and all that stuff. But over time, I do think that it will save me money to make them myself. And then I can make more, and Steven can grab one, and they're just good to have in the cabinet, on the go, in the fridge, whatever. So I think this was it says a 15-piece set. I think these were like $6 or something. I will link them in the Amazon storefront as well. They're a pretty good size, and you know, you guys know we go to camp in the summer, and it would be nice to have some like little pre-made snacks for the car ride or to throw in a bag on the boat or something like that. So pick those up. If you have younger kids, might be a good alternative to some of those other like snack packs that are available. Okay, I have one final item, and it is an item that I have not even looked at. It came today, and I grabbed the package off the porch, and I did not take a look. So I did take the tape off. It came inside of another box, so it was a box inside of a box. But I did take the tape off so we could see it easily, or get into it easily, I should say. If you guys have been following along, you know that for my birthday, Steven got me a like rustic window for our living room. And my intention is to be able to change the wreath out every season or holiday. And I wanted to find a summer wreath. So I had put a wreath in my Amazon like save for later cart, and it actually came up on sale, which if you buy wreaths regularly, you know they can be pretty expensive. So when I saw this one go from, I think it was like $40 on sale to $19.99. I snatched it up. So this is going to be our summer wreath. Oh my gosh. So it is a mix of lamb's ear. I think this is eucalyptus. I don't know what these little things are here, but it has seashells mixed in. So I'm gonna have to go through and kind of fluff it and pull the seashells out. But how perfect is that gonna be for the summer wreath? Let me actually get Steven. Hey, Steven. Steven, do you want to see the wreath that I got for summer? It's not fluffed, so keep that in mind. But look, it has little seashells.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Won't it look cute for summer?
I think so.
Because then I can use it June, July, and August. I don't have to like switch it out.
Okay, yeah.
It can be for all summer. And I got it on sale for $19.99.
We love a good deal.
We love, don't you just love a bargain? What song? What?
That's from a commercial, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that?
Kmart?
No, Christmas Tree Shop. Wasn't that Christmas Tree Shop?
Oh, both are dinosaurs. So
yeah, Christmas. No, Kmart is still around in some areas.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's still one in the Cape. We
Really?
drive by it, yeah.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Don't question me on Cape things because I know.
I'm doing mine.
I should live there. Can we move there? Can we move to the Cape?
I would like to move into the Adirondacks, but
Yeah.
tell you what, if I don't have to work, I'll move anywhere.
Yeah.
Except for the city.
Oh man, I lost a leaf.
Oh,
Doesn't even look like it was connected though, if I'm being honest.
what you got in your hand there?
These?
Yeah.
They're swatches. I shared my new
They're
blushes.
watches?
No, swatches.
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 These are my two new blush shades and this is my new contour shade.
Nice. I don't know what that means, so okay.
Yeah.
Makeup?
Well, when you say, oh, your makeup looks nice today.
Ah.
I know.
Your makeup does look nice.
Thank you.
I called her beautiful. And she just laughed. You're like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? Okay, I'm almost done. This is it.
Adios.
So you like it?
I like it.
You will feel good with having this hanging in your living room?
It's your living room too. Yes.
No, I know, but you'll like it is what I'm saying. You have to like the stuff I put up.
What if I love it though?
That's great. Oh, by the way, everybody, Steven and I just celebrated 8 years together on the 1st of May. Yeah. I forgot to mention it in our video that we did on May 1st. We've been together 8 years.
And someone's waiting on
I sure am.
I'm going to get roasted now.
No, you're not. All right, I'm almost done.
All right.
Toodaloo.
Done with me?
Yeah. Oh, no.
To the side.
No, I'm almost done with the video.
I'm just kidding.
I'll be right out.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye, viewers. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Stop.
I haven't done that.
I don't like when you say that.
I did it last time I was in.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I haven't done one.
Goodbye.
I only say it because you hate it.
Yep. Okay, so that is my wreath for the summer. I will share a picture with you guys once I fluff it and hang it up. But I don't think I'm going to take my tulip wreath down until the end of May. So we'll have a little bit, but I will share it once I hang it on the window. So that is everything that I picked up in the month of April. I will agree with you all that it was a bit heavy on the purchases, but I was able to get some really good deals on the things that I did buy. So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you're still enjoying the monthly haul videos where I show you everything versus just the monthly book hauls that I was doing previously. And I have posted, I think every day for like a week and a half by the time you guys are seeing this video on Saturday. So I am going to take Sunday off. There will not be a video on Sunday, but I will see you guys on Monday for a kitten chat. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.